Good evening to you all. Welcome to GVO weekly presentation. Today I am going to present about OData protocol. Simply, OData protocol is an abstract data model and a protocol that client can queries by using this protocol the data that they want from the data sources. First, let us have a look the content that I am going to present today. First, I am going to explain what is OData. As I mentioned the earlier time, OData is a protocol. It's known as Open Data Protocol. Clients can query and retrieve the data by using this protocol from the data sources as they want. Next, I am going to explain the examples of data sources. Here I am going to explain a few examples that support for Open Data Protocol. And as the next point, I am going to explain about how Open Data Protocols works. Here I am going to explain about the client side and the data source side functionalities and the who can be the clients and the what other things can be as the data sources. Next, I am going to present about the OData technology. Under that, I am going to present about basically 4 technologies, and after that, I am going to explain about the use of OData, how we can use Open Data Protocol to our programs, and I am going to explain about routing conventions. Under routing conventions, I am going to explain about URI components. Under that, there are main 3 URI components I am going to explain, and here are some example queries that I am going to demonstrate, and I am going to explain about the limitations of this Open Data Protocol. First, let us move to what is OData. Actually, in present world, there are large number of data, and also day by day these data are enhancing. So, we have to use these data as a clients, and also by our applications we need to access this data. However, this data are not useful if we are not going to use this data. So, we have to use this data. To use this data should be accessible. So, today I am going to explain how we can access this data using this Open Data Protocol. As I have mentioned here, Open Web Protocol is started by Microsoft to expose data using existing web technologies, and this is based on representational state transfer, simply RESTful architecture, and also URL is the primary operator on the data query. Moving on to the examples that I have mentioned. Here I have mentioned 4 examples that these data sources support for OData. First one is custom applications. According to custom applications, rather than creating its own mechanism to expose data, an application can instead use OData. As an example, Facebook, Netflix and eBay use these custom applications. The next example for these data sources which support for OData is cloud storage. According to the cloud storage, OData is the built-in data access protocol for tables in Microsoft Windows Azure, and it's supported for access to relational data in SQL Azure as well. Amazon Web Service is an example. Content management software also an example for these data sources. Simply as an example, SharePoint 2010 has built-in support for exposing information through OData. As the last example I have used here is the Windows Azure Marketplace Data Market. This is cloud-based service for discovering, purchasing and accessing commercially available data sets. Moving on, as this figure expressed, this shows how the clients and the data sources communicate by using Open Data Protocol. Here clients can access the data that they want from their required data sources. Data source can be any data source. Through the Open Data Protocol, they can access the data that as they relevant. Here, clients can be web browsers, mobile phones, BI tools, and custom applications, and the data sources can be custom applications, cloud storage, content management, Windows Azure Marketplace Data Market. Now, let us see how Open Data Protocols work. As I explained earlier, here at once you can get an idea what's happening here. Client can access the data by using Open Data Protocol. In the client side, it uses Open Data Client Library, and at the data source side there's Open Data Services which use Open Data Model. Moving on. Now let us consider the OData technologies. As I have mentioned, here there are four main OData technologies. As the first one, the OData data model. This data model which provides a generic way to organize and describe data, and also this OData uses the entity data model which is same as the entity framework that used by the Microsoft. And the next point is the Open Data Protocol. This protocol lets a client to make requests to get and responses from an Open Data Services. And the next technology is the Open Data Client Libraries. These libraries make it easier to create software that accesses data via the Open Data Protocol. And the last one is an Open Data Service. This service exposes an endpoint that allows access to data, and this service implements on the Open Data Protocol. Moving on to the uses of Open Data. Here the main use is this OData supports for HTTP at a PUB as well as JSON formats, and also it supports for any type of data sources, so we don't need to consider the types of the data sources. Simply we can use a class. We can use a class as our data source also, and no need to create a proxy service object, so it is lightweight to use. Also, by using OData, we can create own custom methods and expose it. As I have mentioned earlier, since the OData is lightweight to use, the interaction between server and client is very fast, so the performance wise it is good. Here are some OData query options. These options we can use to query and retrieve data by using Open Data Protocol. These options are expand, filter, inline count, order by, select, skip, and top. If I explain that, according to expand, it expands the related entities. Here as an example, if I have details for a one record, I will pass the parameter to expand them. It will retrieve the data by expanding each and every data related to that. And according to filter, it filters the results based on a Boolean condition. We can get assume that data source contains large number of various data, so we need to filter them and get the data that we want, so we can use this filter parameter. And by using inline count parameter, we can tell the server to include the total count of matching entities in the response. By using order by parameter, we can sort the results, and we can select the properties that we want using select parameter, And if we want to limit the number of data that we are retrieving to us, we can use this skip and top parameters. By using skip parameter, it skips the first 10 results. Here we have to mention the value of n. We can pass the value of n in our parameter, then it gives the latter part of the data skipping that value. Same as the in top, it returns only the first 10 results. We can pass the top value what we wanted, then it gives the data according to that value. Now let us consider how to enable OData query options. If we want to retrieve data by using open data parameter, we have to enable that query options. We can do this globally, or we can enable this open data query options by using 4 separate controllers. Here I have explained how we can use to enable OData query options globally. If we want to enable this option globally, we have to use this config.enable query support method under the register, which is under the app starter. Moving on, if we want to enable OData query options for specific control actions, simply we can add this enable query attribute related to the controller that we are wanted. Now let us see how to start to retrieve this data by using this open data protocol. First, we need to create a solution by choosing web API, and we need to install NuGet packages. We can install NuGet packages by using install package microsoft.asp.net.odata. Here I have created a sample project. I have created 2 model classes, which is called person and trip. Under that person, I have mentioned the data of fields of ID, name, description, and the list of trips. Same as the model class for trip. And also, I have created 2 controllers for people control and trip controllers here. And the next thing that we want to make sure is to have to open data protocol. We have to set the OData service route in the web API config, which comes under the app starter. Here I have passed the values of route name, route prefix, and the data source. Here my route name is OData. I have used. Now moving on to the routing conventions. Before consider the routing conventions, it is important to know the URI components. As the image shows, URI contains an scheme, host, port, service route, resource path, and query options. This can be separating to as main 3 components. This can be mentioned as the service route, the resource path, and the query options. To handle a query, the resource path is the most important part. Here are some example queries that I am going to use here. As I mentioned earlier, the options to you all, I have used these options in here. According to that sample project I have created, I can get the people available in my data source by using this protocol by passing the parameters, and I can return all people with description equal to lorem. Here I have used the filter parameter. I am telling get me the data which contains lorem in the description, and here I am getting the people's names by using the select equals name parameter. And here I have used the expand parameter. As I explained earlier, it gives the details by expanding for each and every trips I have included. And I have used how to limit the number of results that we are retrieving by as an example by using returns first detail. So I have mentioned there top equals 1. And if I want to skip first 4 details, I am passing that value as 4 to the skip parameter. Before that, I want to show you the data sources that I am using here. In this demo data sources, I have entered some of data. Now I am going to retrieve this data. Now let us see how to retrieve this data. Now I am going to get the peoples that included in my data source. Now as you can see, it gives the each and every details of the people that I have entered here. As the next, I am going to use the filter parameter here. I'm telling that give the data which contains lorem in the description. As you can see, it retrieves the data. Here it contains the lorem in the description. Now I am going to get the names of the peoples that I have entered. It retrieves by sorting the only the names for that each and every people. Now I am going to pass value for the expand parameter. Now I am telling to expand the trips data. Let us see what will be the output. As I mentioned earlier, it expands the data for each and every trip. This is for trip 0, trip 1. Likewise, it expands the data according to the data source. Now I am going to retrieve the first data in my data source. Here I'm using the top parameter and I want the first one, so I am putting as 1. Now it shows the first one, the ID is 001. Likewise, now I am going to skip the first 4 details of my data source and it should retrieve the latter part of the data source. As you can see now, it gives the data of ID equals 005. I have entered data up to 005. This is how the Open Data Protocol works. We can pass parameters as we want to query and retrieve data. Now let us consider the protocol basics of this Open Data Protocol. An Open Data client accesses the data provided by an Open Data service using standard HTTP. It offers full support for create, read, update, delete operations by using the different HTTP methods. As you all know, the get method for gets one or many entries, and post for create new entry, and put for update an existing entry, delete for remove an entry. Moving on, as I mentioned, the Open Data Protocol is an way to retrieve data from any data source as we need. However, it has some limitations. The main limitation is it is less secure. Even though we can retrieve from any data source, it is mainly considered less security things. Since we are passing these data or queries through the URL base, so it is not that much secure. And we can use this Open Data Protocol when the cases which are when the performance is more important than the security. Such kind of scenarios we can use this Open Data Protocol. And here are the references that I have used. And thank you.